You seen it? Ah, ah, ah. Hey, hold on. Open some more. Watch my cousin go big. I'm gonna say, not today. Wait, let me taste it. Wait now, so I feel something in my eyes. Look, something wrong with my eyes. Is it? Hold on. You feel in my arm? Oh, look at these muscles. Oh, look. Hold on. Pow. Wow. Pow. Pow. Kick. You seen it? You seen it? Hold on. Watch this. These white folks crazy. I gotta let me see that, boy. Look, I'm out here chilling with Austin. That ain't his name. I'm playing with you. I think his name is Burton. Look, ask one of them.
That little boy with the energy drink said, "These white folks crazy." Well, I tell you what, these white folks are crazy. Just going along with this defund the police crap and not wanting to call out the blacks because they're afraid they're stereotyping people. White people, y'all have got to wake up. You know, y'all have got to quit being ashamed of being white and being ashamed of calling it out when it needs to be called out that the blacks are out of control. Don't be scared. Can't be scared all your life. Sure can't. No, you can't. I got 2 stories I found this morning I want to show you. And they both happened within a 24-hour time period in Arizona, I think it is. Phoenix, Arizona. And, yeah, people just shooting. Pop, pop, pop. Yeah, it's crazy. And now, you know, you've been hearing for over a year now. Defund the police. Well, I got a little something in here I want to show you about that defunding the police. How good that's been. How good that's been working. Yeah, but that little boy said, "These white folks crazy." Check these stories out real quick, and I'll be right back.
I'm Sergeant Andy Williams of the Phoenix Police Department Public Affairs Bureau. The Phoenix Police Department is investigating a shooting that occurred after midnight, about 1 a.m. behind me near 10th Avenue and Hatcher at a strip mall. At about that time, 1 a.m., we received multiple shots fired calls in the area. When we arrived on scene, we located multiple victims who had been struck by gunfire.
Say what?
Investigators learned there was a large gathering of people at the strip mall, somewhere possibly near 100 people, some sort of a party there at the strip mall. Somebody showed up, there was an altercation that escalated into a shooting. Many rounds were shot into this crowd of people as everyone fled the area. We have in total 9 victims, male and female. 3 of them are life-threatening. Everyone's been transported to local hospitals who has a gunshot wound. One of those victims is an older teenage male. He's non-life-threatening. We are pretty early on in the investigation right now, so some of these details are going to take some time to develop, but I can attempt to answer any questions you have.
You guys have a suspect right now?
Not at this time. I don't have any suspect information available.
Are you still actively looking for anyone?
Yeah, the suspect is outstanding right now, so it is an ongoing investigation.
Do you have a description of cars? Or
no,
you're looking for?
As you can imagine, with this many people involved, this many victims, casings all over the place, investigators are going to take some time to process the scene and get through all that physical evidence. Also talking to witnesses, looking for surveillance video. You know, this happened a few hours ago, so it's going to be, we'll probably have investigators out here through a good portion of the day. Hatcher Road will likely be restricted.
With the scene starting out at 10th and then ending up over on 15th with the last 2 victims down there, was there any indication that the suspect may have chased people down the street?
I don't have any indication that anyone was chased. I think we had a lot of chaos going on at that initial scene with the altercation that escalated into the shooting. You've got a lot of people in a sort of a small area over there. I think everyone was just running, trying to get away from the area.
Can I ask you to go through the the victims that were hurt and their conditions and the transports?
So we've got 9 total victims, gunshot wounds. 3 of them are life-threatening. It's a mixture of males and females, and the ages range. One of them is an older teenage male. He's one of the non-life-threatening.
Do you guys kind of have a general idea of the age ranges of the group of partygoers?
Yeah, it is from about 1998 to 2004 is what I have for victims. That's going to be the age range for dates of birth.
Can you elaborate on this location? You said it's in a strip mall.
Yeah, there's a strip mall at about 10th Avenue and Hatcher on the south side of the road. We're not exactly sure what that gathering was, but just that there was a large group of people there, some sort of an event.
Were they outside, inside?
I think they were outside and inside, but it's an ongoing investigation.
Would you describe it as a party?
You could probably call it a party. You know, we're processing a lot of information right now, and I think some of those details are going to come together later.
And you said that some of the activity took place inside some of the buildings there, the strip mall. Do you know what those businesses are?
No.
I know you can't talk about weapons that much, but do you know, was it long gun, handguns?
Yeah, so all the evidence we have right now is indicating handgun.
Do we know if the suspect was on foot? Was this a drive-by situation?
No, I don't have any information about a drive-by. My understanding is the suspect was on foot, you know, interacting with some of these people, and confrontation escalated into the shooting.
Are you getting a good amount of cooperation from people on scene that weren't injured?
You know, I don't want to speculate how cooperative the witnesses and the people on scene are being because I haven't been interviewing them, but just with that large number, we're hoping that we've got some good witnesses in that group that are going to help us piece together and answer some of these questions.
Is there any like common denominator talking about like what kind of gathering this was, or some kind of common thread in terms of what kind of people were at this party?
No, I mean, based on the age range I gave, I'd say they're young adults, and given the time of night, you know, probably some type of party.
Can you give us the closure and what time you're hoping to get it back?
Yeah, so we've got Hatcher Road closed from 12th Avenue to about 9th Avenue or 8th Avenue, and it's going to be closed definitely for the whole morning, hopefully sometime around noon. Possibly we could be opening, but I don't want to put a time limit on the investigators. There's a ton of physical evidence over there they're going through.
Can you just describe what it's like arriving to something like this with so many people involved? I'm sure it was very chaotic and difficult to kind of manage.
Yeah, absolutely. And at that point, we're relying on the communication skills and the training of our patrol officers. You know, everyone shows up, they sort of figure out what's the most important thing that they can deal with, and they coordinate that, and they communicate with their other arriving officers to bring some order to that chaos.
Do you know if the partygoers were trespassing and they broke into it, or if it was like a legal gathering that was allowed by anybody there?
I don't have any indication that anyone had broken in, or that it was a burglary, or you know, an unlicensed party or anything. All I know right now is a large gathering of people at a strip mall.
What's the most important thing you want folks to know about this incident?
What everyone needs to know right now is we've got our investigators out here. We've got everything well in hand right now. We're going to do a thorough investigation. We do apologize for the impact to travel, but we need to make sure we do a thorough job processing the scene, looking for any physical evidence, surveillance video, witnesses. So we want to do the best job that we can when the scene is fresh.
Does it appear to officers that this is a single shooter?
You know, I can't speculate on that right now.
Coming up on 5:30 now, I'm Nohelani Graff.
And I'm Mark Thompson. We want to get back to that breaking news that we've been following all morning. At least 3 people shot overnight. This is on Hatcher Road near 15th Avenue.
And our Jamie Warren is on the scene. She's been working to get us more information. Jamie, I know this is an evolving situation. What have you learned so far?
So, Mark and Nohe, as you mentioned, at least 3 people were shot overnight. That is according to Phoenix Police. Our photojournalist on scene, James Egbert, tells me that at least 6 people were taken away in an ambulance. That is what he saw when he first arrived. And I'm going to step out of the way. You'll see that this scene now is stretching at least 5 blocks. That's how far Phoenix Police have this area taped off. We are also seeing numerous bullets and bullet fragments scattered about with evidence markers on the ground.
Say what?
And Phoenix Police tell us that some of these people shot do have life-threatening injuries. A Phoenix Police spokesperson told us that officers just happened to be in this area on another unrelated call when they first heard gunshots. Take a listen.
They were in the area on something unrelated when they started hearing gunfire. They started making their way towards that direction, and about the same time they started getting calls for service of a shooting.
So as for how all of these gunshot victims are related, if they are related, if this shooting is random, that is still not known at this point. We are still working to get any confirmation that we can from Phoenix Police, but they do tell us that right now they are still actively looking for any witnesses who may have seen something and also any video. They also tell us that they are planning to hold some sort of news conference at around 6:30 this morning in order to give us more details. So we, of course, are going to be there and bring you more information as it comes in. But as you mentioned, this is just a very fluid situation, and we're still working to get any confirmation that we can. Mark?
Yeah.
Well, those two stories right there in Phoenix happened within 24 hours, and they were separate incidents. And you want to hear about this defunding the police. Yeah, they've been talking about it for a while now, for a hot minute. But we see how that's working, though. We look at Chicago, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Atlanta, Memphis. I mean, Lord, it's all over the place. And it's your Democrats that's really wanting it. They like to say it's the Republicans. And some of them, they're more rhino Republicans. Some of them are going along with them. But check this little story out right here from Fox. I just played a little bit of it.
There are concerns tonight about the work environment in the office of Vice President Kamala Harris. Meanwhile, the argument over which party actually favors defunding police departments around the country is intensifying tonight. This occurs against the backdrop of rapidly escalating crime statistics in many major cities, as we've been covering. White House correspondent Peter Ducey takes a look.
Who defunded the police? Republicans say it was Democrats.
We watched crime continue to spike as the Democrats made that movement just a few years ago, hear about defunding of the police.
Democrats say it was Republicans.
Are there any examples of Republican members of Congress saying they want to defund the police?
I think most people would argue that actions are more important than words, wouldn't you say?
This map shows that almost all the big cities that have moved to defund police departments in recent years are run by elected Democrats, including New York, Los Angeles, and Seattle, where Lance Randall is running for mayor, hoping to boost morale at the local PD.
A lot of the police officers that I've talked to feel that they're not appreciated.
Well, you remember when Black Lives Matter, which I think they're losing a lot of steam right now. They're really getting exposed for the liars and the con artists they are. But they were real big into this, I think it was like May of last year in New York, I believe it was. They painted Black Lives Matter on the street and defund the police. Now, they were all for this defund the police, and people just jumped on board. I tell you what, this Black Lives Matter is a mess. It's a scam. That's all it is. It's a scam. But see if y'all remember this right here. I'm going to show you a little part of it.
On June 5th, the Washington, D.C. mayor unveiled a statement painted down the street leading to the White House. Black Lives Matter.
Say what?
Within 24 hours, Black Lives Matter activists responded with their own message: defund the police. This slogan caught on rapidly among tens of thousands of people protesting police brutality in the United States.
Well, yeah, that saying did catch on real quick. Defund the police. But it don't make a lick of sense. No, it don't. Why do you want to defund the police? Why do you want to take the police off of the streets when they're protecting us outside our front door? Because it ain't safe out there. No, it's not. But we're hearing more of it. We're going to continue to hear more of it. And now they got this big gun deal going on where they're wanting to raise the age limit for buying firearms. And they're going to try to make it where you can't even buy one before it's over with. Yes, sir. We are some bad times right now. And this country needs our prayer. And I don't care nothing about our president, but we're supposed to pray for our leaders. So, pray for that old boy. Pray for old Joe Biden. He sure needs it. He needs a heap of prayer. But anyhow, I just wanted to mainly show you those two stories that just happened, like I said, within 24 hours from each other. And not even 24 hours in Phoenix, Arizona. And it's getting worse everywhere, worse and worse. I mean, it's pop, pop, pop in every city. Yes, it is. Me and Stacy fixed to ride down to the laundromat. And, we live down here in the ghetto. And we go to the laundromat about 3 blocks from here. The little Chinaman, he owns it. He's got a little Chinese restaurant right next to the laundromat. And he keeps the laundromat clean. And he keeps the riffraff out pretty much. But it's still dangerous down there. We've heard some gunshots. On 2 or 3 different occasions we heard gunshots. I remember one time when we heard the gunshots, about a block and a half down from there is the IGA, and old boy got shot in the leg right outside. Yes, he did. And right across the street from it is a service station, a convenience store, and I remember one of them somebody got shot in there. They didn't actually get shot. The person went in there and shot up in the air inside of the store 3 or 4 times. So yeah, something needs to be done, but they don't need to take guns away from people who can get licensed and legally carry a gun. No, they don't need to do that whatsoever. But defunding the police is not the solution. No, it's not. What we really need more than anything is prayer. We really need to be praying. God's in control of everything, and He wants us to talk to Him. He wants to hear us. He wants to hear our concerns. He wants to hear what we got to say, and talk to Him. Don't be afraid to talk to God. Lord, He wants you to talk to Him. Yes, He does. Well, look at here. I'll catch y'all next time, all right? Y'all hit that like button. Share it with your family and friends because they need to know what's going on outside their front door. And if you ain't subscribed yet, y'all go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I sure would appreciate it. All right? All right. Pop, pop, pop.